Greetings, viewers. Chris from Chris Country here. Time for another Nostalgia Wednesday. This is episode number 3. Hey, if it's your birthday this week, happy birthday from Chris Country. Always like to sing a birthday wish out to my faithful viewers. Kind of a quiet week this week. There was only a couple of things I really picked up on my This Week in History searches that I thought was really relevant to the nostalgia theme. So, I'll go over those two real quick, then we'll go over our songs, and then I'll even get to a special song that I picked out for this particular installment of the Nostalgia Wednesday. July 13th of 1985 was when the Live Aid concert occurred. This was a super concert of a bunch of well-known bands back in 85. I'm blanking on the names now, but feel free to comment down below if you remember. I'm sure most of my older friends do. A bunch of bands got together to do a concert to raise money for the victims of the famine in Africa at the time. I thought that was pretty cool, so I figured I'd put that in my little history notes today. The only other topic of discussion, or the only other thing I found of notice, July 12th of 1990, Final Fantasy was released for the Nintendo in the US. Basically, I guess it was kind of a big thing for Nintendo because it took 2 years to finally get it formatted to be able to come out of Japan. But, I guess it was the beginning of a very long and successful trilogy that many people still wish that they never stopped making. But, anyway, just a little food for thought. I'm not sure how many of you remember playing the Final Fantasy. I don't think I ever have. I did have a Nintendo, but I don't think I ever had the chance to play Final Fantasy. Alright, let's get on to your country and pop chart reviews. Again, as with the last two Nostalgia Wednesday episodes, I'll post links to the videos down here in the description. We'll start with the country chart, and then we'll go over to the pop charts. 1 year ago, number 1 was Drunk on You by Luke Bryan. It was his second week at the number 1 position. 5 years ago was Back When I Knew It All by Montgomery Gentry. 10 years ago was Beer for My Horses. Of course, that was Toby Keith featuring Willie Nelson. It was, at this point, 10 years ago, it was actually at its 5th week as the number 1 song. 15 years ago, The Shoes You're Wearing by Clint Black. Yes, I still remember that song. I'm not sure how many of my friends remember it. 20 years ago, Money in the Bank by John Anderson. Can't say I remember that song. Some of you might. It's there. I'll post a link in the description to the video if you care to listen to it. Alright, over to the pop charts. 1 year ago, Call Me Maybe by Carla Rae Jepsen. It was her 4th week at number 1 with this particular song. 5 years ago, I Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry was at its 2nd week at number 1. 10 years ago, Crazy in Love by Beyonce featuring Jay-Z. 15 years ago, This Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica. It was at its 6th week at number 1. That must have been back when I really wasn't paying much attention to pop, because I cannot remember that song for the life of me. And 20 years ago, Weak by SMV. Got a special song for you all this week. It wasn't really a number 1, but it kind of got stuck in my head the other day. So, again, I'll post it down there in the description for you, but it's Bucky Covington's A Different World. It never made number 1. It was released back in January of 2007, and ultimately it peaked at number 6 on the Hot Country charts. I don't have the date of when it peaked, but that's what I know according to Wikipedia. I just like that song because it's one of those songs that really gets you to thinking about, kind of back when times were simpler, I guess. I mean, even for my older friends, it talks about no seatbelts in cars and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I was born too late to really live that, but I still remember drinking from a garden hose, yep. But, anyway, that's my Nostalgia Wednesday episode. Again, this was episode number 3. I am Chris for Chris Country. You can always visit me at my Facebook page, Chris Country. Or, of course, as always, feel free to rate, subscribe, and comment to my videos. I hope you all enjoyed the entertainment today, and I hope you all have a wonderful week, weekend, night, day, whatever time or day it happens to be when you're watching this. And we will see you on the next video. Catch you all later. Thanks.